As night falls and the stars start twinkling, have you ever stared into the deep dark and wondered what secret codes death might be hiding? Welcome to the Code of the Afterlife, a journey through the mists of time to uncover life's ultimate secrets. In just a few moments, we're going to break down the barriers between the known and the unknown, reaching for truths that have been locked away for centuries, a mysterious world about where our souls belong, the riddles of reincarnation, and a reality beyond our everyday limits. Tonight, join us as we step into these ancient legends in search of those forgotten fragments of wisdom that history tried to hide. Are you ready to embrace a revelation for your soul? Throughout history, countless mystical traditions have chronicled the end of life and the journey of the soul. From ancient Egypt's Book of the Dead to India's Upanishads and Tibetan texts like the Bardo Thodol, these age-old writings all hint at one thing: death isn't the end. It's a sacred turning point that leads the soul to a higher realm. According to legend, the secret rituals and symbols left behind by lost civilizations, whether in the myths of the Maya, Atlantis, or even ancient Sumer, are like keys pointing us toward the ultimate mysteries of life. In ancient Greece, philosophers like Heraclitus talked about everything flows, and Plato explored the immortality and rebirth of the soul in his dialogues. These ideas later evolved in the alchemical and mystical traditions of the Middle Ages. Alchemists, for instance, saw death as a necessary stage in the soul's transformation, believing that the decay of the body was simply a conversion, while the spark of the soul awaited its rebirth from the ashes. It's this deep, layered understanding of death that many have come to view as the ultimate key to unlocking the truths of the universe. Yet, why have these ancient insights been gradually buried over time? Perhaps because they challenge established authority and tradition, forcing us to confront that delicate, mysterious boundary between life and death. Often, those in power and organized religion have locked away this knowledge as a taboo, sharing it only in secret meetings or hidden societies. Even as these truths seem to fade into the background, their light still cuts through the darkness, waiting for the right person to decipher it. At the moment when life comes to an end and the body starts to shed its earthly ties, many describe the soul as if it's being gently led by a soft, inviting light into an entirely new dimension. Some even say that moment feels like stepping through an ancient doorway where you're greeted by scenes that are both strange and oddly familiar. Tiny flickers of light, constantly shifting images as if the entire universe were quietly murmuring an age-old secret. This is the first glimpse of the Code of the Afterlife, not simply an end, but the beginning of a hidden journey. Legends tell us that death isn't just a plunge into darkness, but a road leading toward a luminous horizon. Those who've had near-death experiences often describe a kind of timeless encounter, seeing life in its full panorama, with every memory and emotion reassembled into a grand, unified picture. As one mystic once put it, when the soul parts from the body, it's both a farewell and a rebirth. This paradox is what gives death its profound, mysterious meaning. When we look closer at these experiences, we begin to see an intricate order at work. Every ending hints at a new beginning, and every act of letting go carries the promise of growth. Ancient sages often compared it to a flower whose withering seeds nurture new life in the coming season. The final chapter of death signals the soul's next burst of life, It's this never-ending cycle that fills us with wonder and reverence for the world beyond. In this light, those age-old rituals and mysterious symbols become even more captivating. They aren't just stories about death. They're like secret manuals, chronicling a soul's endless journey through rebirth and self-improvement. Every symbol and incantation is like a key waiting for the right person to unlock the mystery. Digging even deeper into the mystery of the afterlife, we start to see that the real code isn't merely about moving from life to death. It's about an inner journey toward wisdom and self-transcendence. Ancient tales often describe death as a kind of soul purgatory where all the clutter of our earthly concerns is stripped away, leaving behind a pure, almost elemental state of awareness. In this brief but intense process, every soul gets the chance to face its inner self, break down long-forgotten memories and lingering emotions, and then emerge ready to start a new cycle or achieve total awakening. Many ancient cultures and mystical traditions speak of a sort of judgment or purification that the soul undergoes at death. It isn't an external punishment, but rather a natural process of self-healing and refinement. Much like alchemists who aim to turn lead into gold, not just changing the material, but purifying the inner spirit, each death is a profound reformation of self-awareness. What might seem like a painful disintegration is actually loaded with wisdom. Only in our darkest moments can the true power of light be revealed. In many ways, the afterlife is used as a metaphor for our inner psychological state. For example, the Indian concept of reincarnation isn't simply about the body being replaced. It symbolizes the soul's ongoing journey from lower desires to higher wisdom through constant reflection and growth. Similarly, the Buddhist idea of no self encourages us to let go of our attachments, reaching a state of peace that transcends the chaos of everyday life. Because these truths can be so challenging and even contradictory, ancient authorities often chose to keep them hidden. It's precisely this deliberate mystery that makes the code of the afterlife so intriguing. The secret rituals, taboo symbols, and hidden texts passed down through the ages all suggest one thing. Death is a vital step in the soul's evolution, and every experience carries the potential for rebirth. Just like the darkest part of the night gives way to the brightest stars, only those brave enough to face the truth about death can unlock life's ultimate secrets. If you're curious about tapping into the code of the afterlife, it's not enough to just understand it on an abstract level. You need to bring that wisdom into your everyday life. Start by practicing daily meditation to quiet your mind and listen to the whispers of your soul. Find a quiet moment, close your eyes, and focus on your breathing. Feel the subtle energy in every breath. With regular practice, you'll begin to notice the invisible connection between your inner world and everything around you, helping you get a deeper grasp on the essence of life. Another practical step is to start a soul journal. Late at night, jot down your thoughts about life, death, reincarnation, and transformation. Whether you're reflecting on past experiences or dreaming about your future, these writings can become clues to unlocking the secrets of your soul. Over time, your journal will not only track your inner changes, but also reveal insights and truths you might have overlooked. Consider also joining or organizing small gatherings focused on spiritual exploration. In a relaxed, intimate group, sharing your experiences, discussing ancient legends, and talking about mysterious rituals can open up new ways of looking at life and death. Just be sure to keep a level head. Stay curious and open without falling into blind belief or extreme superstition, because true wisdom is built on a mix of open-mindedness and careful thought. Finally, simple everyday rituals can help you weave this mystical awareness into your life. Try lighting a candle under the stars and sitting quietly for a few minutes, feeling the conversation between the vast universe and your small self. Or greet the sunrise with a moment of silent prayer and reflection. These small acts can sharpen your sensitivity to life's mysteries, allowing you to catch those fleeting sacred moments even in the hustle of daily life. By putting these practices into action, you reconnect with ancient wisdom and nurture a calm, insightful mindset. As the old saying goes, to truly live, you must first understand death. Facing life's ultimate mysteries is the key to unlocking the brilliance of your soul. As our minds wander through the mysterious fog and we reflect on every moment we've lived, can you feel that subtle wisdom calling out? The code of the afterlife isn't just a story about the end of life. It's a mirror reflecting our deepest fears and desires. Just like those ancient sayings remind us, every goodbye is the prelude to a new beginning, and every parting holds the promise of fresh possibilities. Tonight, we've delved into secrets preserved in old texts and lost civilizations, experiencing how, at the edge of death, the soul cleanses and transforms itself to enter a realm far beyond our everyday world. Maybe, on this brief journey, you've discovered a new key to understanding life. Now, I invite you to take a moment, reflect on all this, and ask yourself, are you ready to face your inner darkness and seek that light which seems both distant and so close? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments and join us in this endless quest for truth. Remember, every ending is really just the start of something new, and every answer is waiting for you to uncover it.